listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Good morning. Welcome to the KVJ Show. Happy Monday. How are you guys doing?
Monday.
Yeah. How was your weekends?
The weather was so amazing
Yeah.
that, I was in heaven.
Oh, some good stuff, wasn't it?
Oh, I kept making the kids go outside. I had all the doors and windows open.
Yeah, it was peaceful out.
I loved it.
Yeah. Nice. Nice to be able to broke out a sweatshirt. Haven't worn this thing in a good 10 months.
Oh, there was so much sleeves and pants. I had to go digging around to find pants.
It was, but on I think it was Saturday morning, I went out and I just hadn't turned over mentally yet, and I went racing out of the house, and I went up at a place. I'm like, I'm freezing, and I'm like, and I thought I was good in just jeans and regular shoes. I almost wore shorts and flip flops. Oh my God, it'd have been terrible.
Terrible.
But still, I was like, okay, I got to get mentally prepared. I might need a sweatshirt this week. They say it's going to be cool all week long.
Yay!
I know.
Oh my gosh. I looked at somebody on Saturday. We were outside, and I was like, this is the best feeling ever. I never wanted to end.
Yeah.
It just felt so dry and beautiful, and the breeze was perfect. The temperature was perfect.
It was a very nice weekend. So, yeah, I know I loved it. We had Paul's in the Park that was going on. That was a really good time.
It was very. Did you guys get stuck doing any announcements or any contest?
No.
I had to run the cutest dog contest.
I saw that. Yeah, you're working a little dog humor into it, too.
I mean,
Very
cutest
little.
DJ,
Yeah.
cutest dog.
I was throwing out some dog jokes that just weren't hitting.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. Yeah, they had a couple of pet contests out there. So a lot of people were checking out the bar that they had out there.
Yeah, so what had happened with ours, we had 3 final dogs that were, we're doing crowd participation, and every time you'd go, "Oh, what about this dog?" The crowd sounded pretty much the same on each dog, and then one of the contestants were like, "It's my dog. My dog's winning. My dog has the most cheers." I'm like, "Oh boy, I better do this again." Yeah, it was intense, baby.
Yeah, people, when it comes to judging kids and pets, it's tough.
There was one year someone tried to fight me at Port St. Lucie in the parking lot because I was the judge for some chili cook-off thing or some rib thing, and they found out I didn't vote for them, and they really tried to fight me.
I paid that guy.
Nice work, Virginia. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, so a good little weekend. Lots of stuff was going on here in South Florida. If you did not take in Paul's in the Park, there was a lot of other good stuff for you to check out as well. I know the Jonas Brothers show that went down. That was on Friday night, the BB&T Center. I hear it was amazing.
Oh.
And we got some photos that some of our listeners who went to the show had sent us. In fact, it says, "Yay, Jonas Brothers, thanks to KVJ and winning your silly games." So there you go. They were sending in their photos from the Jonas Brothers show at the BB&T Center.
We got a lot of silly games.
A lot of silly games.
But the end result's awesome. If you love the Jonas, you got to play.
And apparently they did all the Jonas Brothers hits, plus they also do the solo hits of each of the brothers. So they did Cake by the Ocean, and they did Nick Jonas is Jealous and things like that.
Thank God.
You got it all in the Jonas Brothers show on Friday. If you went to the Dolphins game yesterday, you were a lot happier if you're a Bills fan. 37-20 was the final score. The Bills set the Dolphins back to their usual losing ways.
Panda went down there. We got a bunch of family in town from Buffalo.
Yeah.
So they all went down there, and they were very happy.
I know. He was on TV.
Yes.
He always finds a way to find a camera.
Panda got on TV.
Yeah, there's a couple shots that people had sent us. We'll have to post that up on our social media. But, yeah, you can see Virginia's husband. He's sitting right there looking unenthused. That was while Buffalo was up 16-zip. He's sitting next to...
Cousin Callie.
Is she holding the sign that says "Play Fearless, Bills Mafia"?
Yep, she made that in our front yard.
Oh, okay. So there you go. So, wow.
The signs work. Signs
They
get
do.
you on
Yeah.
TV. And then I had an epiphany yesterday, too. While she was making the sign, I was like, damn it, we blew it. When you were in the Dolphins cheerleader uniform, we should have sent you down there, got you great seats like they had, and got you a sign that said, "I'm not taking this off till the Dolphins win."
We blew it.
We blew it.
It's all right. We blow a lot.
Great sign equals on TV.
All right, we'll learn for the next
Yeah.
goofy game and challenge we do.
Yeah, but we're going to a sporting thing on Saturday, and my son it's all about making signs and stuff. So my son is trying to think of what his sign's going to be so he can get on TV. That's kind of the trick.
What sporting thing you going to?
It's called College Game Day. It's on ESPN, and so we're going up to the Ohio State-Penn State game in Columbus, and they're going to be there on Saturday morning. So his big thing is, getting on TV is a big deal.
It is.
You can ask Panda. He's good at doing it. So maybe I need to have Cannon talk to him, get some tips on trying to get on TV.
Yeah, how can we get him on TV?
That's what he really wants that. So he's really working out a strategy to try to get on TV on Saturday.
It's all about the sign.
Okay.
It's all about the sign. I also think it's about the get-up, too, the outfit.
An outfit, you want a peacock, you want to have a funny sign. In fact, they do a whole thing where they go around and they showcase the best signs. So, and then they play that song, signs everywhere there's signs, it all works together.
A lot of times they always put the camera on the guy with the big old beer belly who's shirtless, who's just kind of drinking a beer, not really watching the game, kind of off in his own little world.
Okay.
They always put him on.
Just to surprise everybody. I'll keep an eye out for that guy. So that is going on. And then you also had a big weekend with Jay-Z and Beyonce. They did the Sean Carter Foundation at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino.
Oh, that's right. How'd that go?
It was good. From everything I heard Alicia Keys was absolutely amazing. People were kind of waiting for her to do New York State of Mind because they were wanting Jay-Z to hop up on stage and they were going to do that song together. He did not get on stage with her for that. So he just kind of sat tucked away in a little VIP lounge with Beyonce, and people were like, "You're not going to get there and sing this?" And he just chilled.
Maybe Jay-Z had poopy cramps during that song? That's all I can think of.
Yeah,
Why would you not come on?
I don't know. He did not get on stage. He did not perform at all this weekend from what I'm gathering. So
weird.
Yeah, they said Alicia Keys, they tried to defend it and said, that she didn't need help, that she sounded great and everything she did was amazing. But yeah, you had Jay-Z, Beyonce, Alicia Keys, DJ Khaled, of course, he had to make an appearance. Meek Mill was there. Robin Roberts was there. Robert Kraft, New England Patriots owner, was there getting massages. Tyler Perry also popped into attendance. So you had all these big stars there.
So Kraft is still going out showing his face out in public?
Yeah,
okay.
He is. There was a lot of people that actually defend him. Be like, what you do in your own time, man, is up to you. You want a little rub and tug, go for it, baby.
So he's just owning it. He's just walking out there.
Yeah, he's fine. There's a lot of people I know that seems like a lot of the people in the Boston area, they're high-fiving him.
They're like, whatever, we do that every week.
Yeah, they don't seem to be bothered by that whole thing.
Judgment-free zone.
Yeah, he's still living well. So $6 million they raised for the Sean Carter Foundation. So lots of good stuff this weekend in South Florida.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, coming up in a second, Celine Dion chimes in on the whole Titanic controversy. We'll get into that coming up in a second. It's good to see that Kanye West stayed humble when he got on stage with Joel Osteen over the weekend at the Lakeward Church in Houston. Kanye said, and I quote, "Now the greatest artist that God has ever created is working for him."
I'm sure he's so happy.
Wow, that is so Jesus-like.
So humble.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
In other news, Lizzo is being sued by that delivery driver. Remember, Lizzo got Postmates, but the Postmates food never came. And so she put this girl on blast and put it out on social media, on Twitter. And she deleted the tweet, but I guess it caught fire and everybody started hammering this Tiffany chick who drives for Postmates.
So she doxed her is what she did.
She did.
Is that what it's called? Doxing? When you put someone's public information out there and everyone, okay.
Yeah, and then you have them kind of like jump on them.
Well, everybody did.
It's illegal, right?
I think it is if you can prove damages. And I think that's what this Tiffany chick from Postmates is now trying to do. She's suing Lizzo, saying that she feared for her life. She got all these death threats. People were coming after her.
So if somebody writes you something mean on the internet and it's a private message, but you post it publicly, like someone's like, "Virginia, you're the worst, this and blah, blah, blah," and then you post it publicly.
That's on you.
Are you allowed to do that? Or no, that's illegal?
No, you can do that.
You can do that.
You can post what somebody wrote to you.
Privately,
absolutely.
And there's no legal issues on that?
No, because they wrote it to you.
Okay.
But if you blast an innocent person that didn't do anything, like this Tiffany girl apparently showed up with the Postmates food, waited 5 minutes like she was supposed to. Nobody came and got the food, so she left. It was a communication issue. It wasn't the Postmates girl's fault. And so if you blast somebody like that was innocent in the whole thing, I think you can be held liable for damages. Now, how do you prove damages? I mean, I don't know, but
Lizzo's getting sued by a lot of people, it seems like.
that's what happens when you get money.
Yeah.
Everybody comes looking for some.
That's true.
And you just can't do that. If you're Lizzo, you got to be smarter than to call out a Postmates girl on Twitter. It's going to be bad for that girl.
She's learning, This fame game's kind of new to her.
is.
She's going to have to learn the ropes, what you can and can't do.
And finally here, Celine Dion sat down with Jimmy Fallon, and of course, the whole Titanic controversy comes up. So here's what she has to say about that.
Rose may be dead or totally frozen, and she's not quite all there. Second of all, he doesn't need an invitation.
Yeah.
You know?
He could
and
have
then,
pushed her over a little bit.
Who did not think about this guy? Maybe all his body is so frozen that he didn't have the strength to jump in for my love.
Oh my God.
Jump
in! You didn't think that he could jump
for her love. Jump in!
Feel the touch. Jump if you want to take my kisses in the night. Jump for my love. Yeah, all right, good. All right, interesting.
Okay.
Was that planned?
Oh my God.
No, it didn't sound like
That did
it,
not
actually.
sound planned. That
No.
sounded very spontaneous.
Sounds
and
like
very-
the band's like, what are we doing? I don't know.
I want to cringe and hide. Okay, moving on. That's it. That killed the
it?
dirt.
Oh, that's
That killed
it?
the dirt.
Come on, that's
Okay,
great.
We got to end. We can't
Yeah,
do
that's
nothing.
all we're getting. I mean, it's just right there. It's gone, huh?
It's
Done.
gone.
It's done.
Okay, so Celine Dion just killed the dirt?
She did.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to watch the KVJ Show live or on demand? Find us on youtube.com/KVJ Show.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you think about today, Jbird?
Well, I was telling y'all how I have the travel bug these days. I want to keep traveling, and I am now going to New Jersey to visit my brother Big Tuna, who used to be on the show sometimes. He ended up moving up to New Jersey, and I haven't seen him in a while, and I'm very, very excited to go up there. But I'm trying to time it out to where you are out of town, Kev, and I want to, because I'm getting a lot of mixed reports about New Jersey. Some people are saying it's terrible. Some people are saying it's awesome. Here's the things I need to know. Where are the good pizza places? Now, I'm going to East Brunswick. Have you ever heard of that? East Brunswick, New Jersey. That's where he's living.
Sounds familiar. What airport do you fly into?
I have no idea. I'm sure someone listening that has ties with Jersey will know.
Do you have a ticket?
I'm gonna get that today because I wanted to line it up with Kevin's little vacation he's going on. I always buy tickets a week or and a half. That's what I do with Oregon too, and I got a great deal.
Okay.
Remember what a great deal I got on Oregon?
You did, but your itinerary was awful.
It's an awful itinerary.
You were flying in at midnight.
Oh, that's tough, yeah.
It's awful.
you know,
I never would have booked that.
I'm okay with it. I'm ready to. I'm a seasoned traveler now, Virginia. But if anybody, if we have any KVJ Nationers that's going to be out there, I believe it's going to be. Is that Thanksgiving week you're going out of town?
That's when I'm going to be gone, yeah.
Okay. Well, I will be up in Brunswick, New Jersey. If someone wants to get weird, I want to know where the good pizza places are at. And what else is there to do in New Jersey? Is there anywhere I can travel that would be fun to look at? What do you have to do when you go to Jersey? Other than just keep driving.
Go to New York.
That's what I'm wondering. Well, I keep on asking people. Some people really defend New Jersey pizza, and then some people go, Bert, it's terrible.
I just don't know enough about Jersey. Like, I think I've driven through it, but never stayed.
But doesn't every state have a few places you have to go to and visit?
No.
That's cool.
That's a miss. There's some places you just drive through to get to someplace cool.
I'm excited to go. I've never explored New Jersey. I was stuck there for a 4-hour layover once, which was miserable. But never got to explore. So if you
Yeah.
guys have any ideas, let me know. I think I'm going to be there for at least four or 5 days.
Okay.
or maybe 3 days.
Okay.
I don't know. I got to figure out your schedule.
Okay. Yeah, we're going out of town on Friday night, and we're gone for the whole week. Yeah, the schools are out. At least Palm Beach County public is out next week.
The whole week. So they're out basically the 25th through the 29th, that whole week, all 5 of those days. But then you have a bookended weekend and a weekend. So you actually have much more than just 5 days.
Yep.
Okay, so you're leaving this Friday then?
Yeah.
Oh, then I should do that this Friday.
I'm leaving this Saturday.
Where are you going?
I'm going to go see my mom in Texas.
Oh, we're just a bunch of traveling fools.
Oh, yeah, we are.
I got to
going all
go
over the
check.
place.
You got to check in with family.
Yeah,
This is good.
You're right. You're right. Okay, all right. I don't. Okay, all right. Cool. I love it. This is good.
You sound like there's some hesitation or some
I
problems
don't
here.
think I can go this weekend. I have to probably go on Monday. But that sounds like it's going to be miserable traveling on Monday.
Well, be careful because when you travel around a big holiday, the ticket prices soar.
Yeah.
I was looking at it. I booked like 2 weeks ago. And I was even late. That was late for me. But right around Thanksgiving, it got really expensive. So I booked it on the weekend before to avoid being like in that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday block.
And you're always talking about all these fun different flights and crews. What's the fun flight? The one that, I don't know, they do a little comedy. Didn't you say there's like a comedy?
Southwest has some fun.
All right.
JetBlue right now is my favorite.
Why?
I like their service the best. I like their customer service the best. I'm a big fan of JetBlue and how they run their show. But I also like Southwest. I do Delta too. I really just shop for price.
All right.
Do you want me to help you?
Well, that's kind of where this is going.
Yeah. This whole thing is just all about you jumping in and helping, Virginia. This
so
is
good at-
your cue to take over.
So New Brunswick is not too far from New York. You actually could go into the city.
The Big Apple.
Yeah.
How far am I? Oh my! I've never been to the Big Apple.
You could totally do it.
Oh, Kev. Big
Yeah.
city.
Well, a dude that doesn't like tall buildings.
If I have the sippy, I'll be just real fine.
Yeah, I would go with a friend though.
Oh, I'd go with
'cause,
my
yeah,
brother.
Yeah, that's
I'm
good.
not going to New York City by myself.
Yeah, I was gonna say, 'cause if your strategy is to get a little tipsy and then go wandering into the city for the first time, that may not be the best play.
Well, what you can do is you can get on a train. So from where you're going to be in New Brunswick,
Take an L.
you could take the New Jersey Transit, Amtrak trains, all of those go into Manhattan, Penn Station, all that. So you literally it could be easy, no driving.
Oh, Kev. I think I got to do it. I need my New York story. I need a mugging. I need one of
Yeah.
No,
those.
no one cheers for a mugging.
I don't cheer for it, but Kevin's got his little New York story. You have your New York story.
I was robbed in New York. Yeah,
I need one of those things.
yeah.
All right, this is sounding fun.
Okay. Some people flying to New Jersey. Their times, they're texting in. If you want to fly around that time, they'd be happy to do it. Somebody just booked a Wednesday night trip for $56.
To New Brunswick or where am I going? East Brunswick.
East Brunswick? I don't know. They just booked their flight, I think, to Jersey. So, but Newark is the main airport that's there. At least I think it's the biggest one in the state. But then they, have other ones in different cities.
Anybody say anything about that New Jersey pizza?
There's no word on that now.
I'm sure you'll find some good pizza, though. I mean, you're close enough to New York that it's real.
Mm-hmm.
Can I go to?
The Italian flavor is real.
I want to go to what was it, Little Italy, and what's the other place everyone goes to? Chinatown.
Chinatown and Little Italy are right next to each other. So
yeah.
if you want to do Little Italy and Chinatown, bam, it's easy.
That's what I've always wanted to do.
You would do great in Little Italy.
I agree.
Yeah.
I got
Calling you.
I got the travel bug, Kev.
Okay.
You always talk about going to 49th and 9th, too. You should go. That's Hell's Kitchen.
I love
You
it.
should go.
People are trying to coax you over to Philly, too, saying they're only an hour away, and that's true. Yeah, Philadelphia is very close to many parts of New Jersey.
Philly, Little Italy, let's do it all, baby.
I mean, if you're in Jersey, you go to New York. You don't go to Philly. That's just me. But,
Well, that's just Virginia.
That's just me.
Okay, well, something to let people know if you are going to be traveling. I saw this, and I've mentioned this before, but just a reminder, because you got to get all these kind of things together, and I'm going to start probably doing my packing here, maybe even today, getting all ready for next week. When you are going to be flying, make sure you have a backup battery source for your phone. I just saw this reminding travelers again about juice jacking. This could be a nightmare for you if you start traveling and you're like going, oh my gosh, because here's what I think. I'm going to get on a flight and I don't want my phone battery to die out. And so I want to make sure I got fresh battery. Now, I know there's charging stations in a lot of planes now, too, and that's nice, but not every one. So you want to make sure you got a full battery. There's nothing worse than you're halfway through your flight and you're at a great part of a movie and your phone dies and then you just sit there with nothing to do for the rest of the flight. Terrible.
I brought one of those little Mophis, you know,
Yes.
those little boxes. Mm-hmm. The box, I caught it on sale for like $25.
Yep.
And it is wonderful. Me and Magnolia can both get a full charge out of it. It's not just for one phone.
It's a good thing to do because they say if you go into a lot of airports and you see the USB charging station that they have, even at malls too, they have this. Well, they say a lot of times it's filled with malware. Criminals are looking to steal your money and your ID.
Oh.
And they say in as little as 1 minute, a virus can be transferred to your device, and then the virus will begin exporting all your sensitive data and passwords directly to the scammers. They say some people will land in a city and they go to get their money and their bank account has been wiped out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so they said instead use your own charging cord to plug directly into an electrical outlet if you're going to be at an airport. And that's what happens. You're like, oh my gosh, I got to charge my phone. And you just run right over and don't even think about it. Well, think about it because you could get juice jacked.
Wow.
Yep.
Blowing our minds so early on a Monday.
That is.
Travel info here. What you got in your mind today, Virginia?
Well, Rocco sadly had to learn about raffles over the weekend. So his little preschool was doing this thing. They did a whole, like, they call it the Festival of Baskets. And it's a whole raffle thing where they're getting money for the school, getting money for the church. It's a whole fundraiser. And they were giving away as the main door prize a Ring doorbell. Now, you know, Rocco loves electronics. And this is just the best thing in the world to him that he can imagine. A doorbell with a camera on it, and then it goes to your phone. Like
cool.
He couldn't believe the concept of it. So he had us buy a bunch of tickets for the raffle.
Okay.
And then we show up on Sunday for the raffle, and, you know, it's a raffle.
It is.
I kept prepping him all day and telling him, you know, Rocco, you might not win.
Oh,
you might
boy.
not win the Ring doorbell. Sure enough, he did not win the Ring doorbell.
Tough.
Meltdown?
Meltdown.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
He wanted to go confront the lady that actually did win.
Boy, where did he get that from?
He wanted to explain to her it was not hers, it was his. And I
Yeah.
literally had to
Yeah.
intervene and say, no, buddy, she won it fair and square. No, she didn't. It's
Valuable
supposed to be mine.
Valuable lesson, though.
Yeah, so he's asking Santa for a Ring doorbell.
Okay.
That's what he wants.
Interesting for a 4-year-old's list.
He wants a Ring doorbell, and he wants a Roomba, the vacuum, the disc that like vacuums your house for you.
Yeah.
Okay, these are all kind of gifts for me. So this is
actually working out
awesome.
really well for you.
This is working out great.
Yeah, my buddy's little kid, he wants a rake. That's what he wants for Christmas. What
Rake?
does he want a
Rake?
rake for? He wants to rake the yard.
Yeah,
I mean,
always,
this is great.
I always love hearing this time of year. If you've got a little kid who's got like just a bizarre, you're like, you want what for Christmas? Yeah, you can text those into us. I always love hearing those. 877-979-WRMF. A rake, a Ring doorbell, a Roomba. Like, wait, what?
A Roomba sounds amazing.
Suit's got a Roomba. He says
I
he
know.
really speaks highly of it.
I've been to Suits' place, and I saw his Roomba, and it is pretty fantastic.
Okay, there you go. Every kid wants it. It's the hot item for Christmas this year. Kids want clean houses. 877-979-9763. You can hit us up here at the KVJ Show. Also, Jbird has a possible celebrity sighting in Jupiter. We'll find out who and if anybody else saw him coming up.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Well, at the end of Jbird's dog blog from Paul's in the Park with his dog Chewy over the weekend, you popped off and got yourself a little mac and cheese.
And some pizza, too.
Okay, all right, yes.
Well, we're never up in that area. We went to the I Heart Mac and Cheese, Virginia, because it's right by Paws in the Park.
I love that little place.
I love it, too. And like I said, I'm so burned on the restaurants by where I live at. It's so nice to go into an area where there's options and different things to try. So I went there, and as I'm leaving, I see Blaze Pizza. I never go to Blaze. I'm going to go to Blaze now.
It's all in that same little plaza. You got Blaze, Bole, and I Heart Mac and Cheese.
Yeah, I was in food heaven.
Magnolia's heart explodes when we drive past there. Those are her 3 favorite things.
So did mine. I was like, Daddy, we gotta get everything.
So what all did you eat then on Saturday?
I had I Heart Mac and Cheese, and then we went to Blaze Pizza.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you had
Carb on carb.
Okay.
Carb on carb crime. I like to call it.
a little carb loading.
I like to try a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I get that food anxiety.
It looked like you had 4 bags.
Yes.
We say a little bit of this.
A lot of this and a lot of that.
I was stashing up for the winter. It was
There
cold.
a little
yeah.
bit. A
I
little
hear ya.
bit.
Yeah, and there was a report that there was a celebrity that was in there.
The mac and cheese people told me Willie Nelson was in there grabbing food just before I was in there.
Really?
So-
Wait, on Saturday?
Yeah, I thought they had said he was in there. They might have meant Friday, but they said Willie Nelson was in before me. So it's either Saturday or Friday. I thought they had said Saturday. I could be mistaken.
He had the munchies too?
I guess he did. But was Willie Nelson?
Did he smoke out at Paws in the Park?
It's a line of stoners coming out the door.
Was he in town?
Not performing that I saw. I know that a lot of times he'll perform at I think it's Sunrise Theater in Fort Pierce. So I don't know if he has a home around in the area.
And then that's something Willie Nelson went in there to get some mac and cheese.
And there's no pictures or anything?
No, just a tail.
Are we sure it wasn't? Because Willie Nelson seems like one of those celebrities. There are going to be a lot of people that look like Willie Nelson.
I understand that. I asked to go, no, it was Willie Nelson for sure. It seemed like I had just missed him.
Dang.
But then again, this is after Paws in the Park, and they did have beer flowing.
I love Willie Nelson.
I love Willie
if
Nelson.
Willie Nelson is local in Jupiter, that's amazing.
Would Willie Nelson go get mac and cheese? He's. I feel like he's so big enough. Would he have someone go get his own food?
He seems humble. I don't know.
yeah.
Maybe he just likes to get his own mac and cheese.
Good point.
Yeah, and here's the thing too. A lot of celebrities, when it comes to living in South Florida, some of the younger ones will live, Miami and do the Star Island stuff like that. Some of the other ones that are a little bit older, they like going north because it's not as crazy as far as like people seeing you and chasing you down, and a little bit north of South Florida. It's kind of made for where celebrities can go and you're not going to be bothered. And so I could see Willie Nelson. There's a lot of people, your Kid Rocks and your, Michael Jordans and your Tiger Woods and all that kind of stuff that have homes more Palm Beach County or north. It's just so that they can kind of do those kind of things, go out and actually feel like a real person and get their own mac and cheese.
We've seen Michael Jordan out walking around.
Yeah.
I've bothered him, and I would definitely bother Willie Nelson.
I feel like Michael Jordan gets annoyed with people.
He does. He gets pissed.
That's Willie, though. I don't think Willie does.
I think Willie's more down to earth.
It just depends. Like, I think celebrities, when it comes to a celebrity, you got to know, are they, a lot of them are approachable to say, hi, I'm a big fan. But it's that, will you take a selfie that now it's kind of divided. A lot of them are like, no, I'm not cool with that.
Yeah, my first radio lesson on this show, I was trying to interview the bad guy from Roadhouse, and he was eating this beautiful-looking steak dinner in Virginia. It's the first event I ever had done with Virginia, and she was tore up from the floor up.
I'd been drinking.
She told me, now, go ask him for an interview right now. I go, why, he's eating? Oh, yeah, do it. He looks like he's not busy. I'm like, all right. Hey, mister, could I please get an interview? And when I'm done eating,
Yes.
yelled at me. And then
I don't like
Virginia
it.
threw a big old piece of shrimp at a radio competition.
Somebody texted in and said Willie Nelson's got a house in Hawaii. When my mom was there visiting, he was just hanging out in one of the local bars.
All right.
He seems like he'd be that kind of guy and do that. So Jbird there, he was having a lot of carb things going on Saturday, and apparently he's got to do some carb loading here this week because you say that your pasta pass at the Olive Garden is about to expire.
It is, and I've had a lot of KVJ Nationers that want to get together. So I think I've got until the 24th on there that I wrote you? 24th or the 25th. We've got about 5 or 6 days.
Where's the card?
It's in my wallet to make this happen. Let's get a group together and let's have an Olive Garden party.
Okay.
Let's do it.
There you go.
But I want to go with more than one person. I want to get a group together.
So you spent $110 on this thing and you haven't used it yet?
Not once. So I have to eat $110 worth of pasta on this
Well, there's
trip.
no Olive Garden right by your house anymore.
In
There
fact-
used to be.
Yeah, in fact, the one that I used to see, that eyesore of an Olive Garden that was there at I-95 in Palm Beach Lakes, they finally bulldozed that one. So feels like like Olive Garden's going the opposite direction.
So there's one in Lake Worth, I've been told, and there's one out in Wellington. I'd like to go to the one in Lake Worth. It's a little bit closer, and I am down to do that today, tomorrow, or Wednesday if someone wants to get it going.
Okay.
Little Olive Garden party. Let's try to get 5 or 6 people going.
Are you doing lunch or are you doing dinner?
It's going to be whatever works out with everyone's schedule.
Well, you set the tone.
And it does. Okay, we'll do lunch.
Hearing rave reviews about the Jonas Brothers show Friday night. They were at the BB&T Center. If you missed them, don't worry. They're going to be coming back. They still got another quick appearance with the Jingle Ball. Going to be at BB&T again for a few more songs. And then New Year's Eve, they're going to be performing at the Fontainebleau. So I'm sure you can go buy a ticket to that right now for about $1,500.
That seems like a low ball.
It might be.
New
honestly,
Year's
yeah.
Eve, Fontainebleau, Jonas.
I think, don't they typically do, you buy a room package and then you get the concert kind of free? Is
You're
that
right.
usually how they do it?
If you get a room,
Yeah.
that's going to be at least $3,000.
You think so?
Yeah.
What's going? Yeah, I
For
want
the
to find out what the
room
going rate is on that.
package.
Let's all throw in our guess. I'm gonna stick with $1,500 still, but that doesn't give you great access. That just gets you a room. Well, I don't know. It's New Year's at the
1,500's too
Fontainebleau.
cheap.
Is it? Okay.
I think for New Year's, they're going to make you do a 2 or 3 night minimum.
I'm gonna go $2,000. I'm gonna go $2,000 on that. If you want that, yeah, the room and the Jonas Brothers tickets. And you're saying how much?
I'm going to say 3,500 because they're going to put a minimum. You can't just stay one night.
Oh, really?
That's how the
Probably.
Fontainebleau is, Kevin.
Why is everything so tricky?
Because they know they can do that. They're the Fontainebleau.
Yeah. Okay. I'll stick with. I don't know. Maybe that is wrong. Okay. 2.3, $2,300
So you get a room
for
at
the weekend.
At the Fontainebleau, you definitely have a mini bar, right? And
Yeah.
with already loaded with snacks and alcohol and food.
Yeah, but you pay.
Oh, I know that.
It's
but
a la carte.
yeah. I've been in one of those hotels before, and that's how they get you. It was stocked with candy bars and chips.
Oh, yeah. The bag of gummy bears is like $19.
I spent
Yeah.
so much money.
What? And then your kid's halfway through eating it before you realize it's $19.
Yeah, the one I think it was a hotel for a radio thing we stayed at. The Snickers bar was $11.
They got a
for
lot
a
of balls.
Snicker bar.
That's crazy.
I had 2 of them.
So what's your tally? If you want to go to this, Virginia, I'm pricing it right now.
3,500.
35. Okay. Jbird, your guess. Jonas Brothers, Fontainebleau, New Year's Eve.
I was burned so bad and so big. I'm going to say they're 9.5.
$9,500.
Yes.
Okay. All right, we'll take a look at that, see if we can figure that out. So that's one of the big things from this weekend that went on. Lots of good stuff with Jay-Z, Beyonce, also at the Hard Rock. And I want to kind of give a shout out for all of our teams in South Florida high school football. You know, South Florida is great for their high school football. And Palm Beach County still has 2 teams alive. Broward County has got 8. And Miami-Dade, they have got 5 teams left, looks like. So there you go. Got some big matchups going on this Friday, going into the 3rd round. Yeah.
Nice.
Love my high school football, Virginia.
I know you do.
Yeah. Oh, and they had that soccer match on Friday, too. And, Jbird, I think you were rooting for Peru. I was Colombia.
Correct.
Colombia won.
Damn
1-0.
In your
1-2
face.
zip.
Man, can't win nothing around these parts.
No. Yeah, you know, and I don't know what this means. Maybe people are not as into Peru, but they did a soccer match at Hard Rock, and I think Brazil was the other team. And they got 73,000 fans. They did it again last year and got 65,000. And then they only got 36,000 on Friday night.
Huh.
So is it because it was Peru? Because I think Colombia's in the other ones. Or, you know, and here we're getting ready to get a soccer franchise, Virginia.
We should be growing. Those numbers should be ticking up, not ticking down.
Yeah, I kind of worry that too, because, yeah, they're right now building, if you go out there where Lockhart Stadium was, they're putting in Beckham Soccer Stadium. And that's supposed to seat 18,500. I think that's going to be done like in March.
Okay.
Yeah, so there you go. You going to go to soccer? You think your boy's going to be into soccer?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of soccer right by us. Those fields where Tiger Woods' kids play are
Yeah,
right
they
by my
do.
house.
Yeah.
Name dropper.
So that
I
might be
know.
the only reason I get into soccer.
Why you gotta name drop that?
If Rocco can get on a team adjacent to where Tiger's kids are playing, then maybe I'll go.
That's so
Virginia's
annoying.
going to be out there annoying. Well, you think it's so. Wait till she goes out there and sees Tiger out there. Or Elin. She's going to be, they're going to be like, oh, can you please get this woman away from us?
Every place I leave, that's what they're saying when I go.
Please get this woman away from us.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away. Cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, coming up in a second, I'll tell you about the plans that apparently the Osbournes are making to get back on reality television. That's interesting. Before we get into that, it's major drama between Taylor Swift and Scooter Braun still. Over the weekend, nobody's backing down in this one. It sounds like everybody's just kind of digging their heels in. It looks like Taylor Swift posted on social media that she wanted her fans to urge Scooter Braun and let him know that she wasn't going to be putting up with him not letting her do her songs during the AMAs. And so her people started doing just that. All of her fans started calling the Big Machine Records offices in Nashville.
Oh, boy. Those Swifties.
Giving death threats to the employees there, releasing personal information and addresses of employees there, like serious stuff. Police are now looking into it. Justin Bieber jumped into the fray too.
Well, what's he?
He posted on his social media that Taylor Swift is free to play all of her songs. Big Machine can't stop her. Basically saying, look, Taylor is lying.
But here's the thing: they're right though, and I think doesn't everybody know that you're allowed to play songs live? That's how people get away with it.
Well, that's what she's saying they're not letting her do.
That's not, but that they can't. That's not. It's not a real thing.
She's saying that she is presenting the actual, I guess, when they went back and forth, where Scott Borchetta flatly denied her request for both the AMAs and Netflix. She said that she's got the messages in which he was saying, you cannot do that. So Taylor Swift is trying to provide proof, saying, they're trying to tell me I couldn't.
I don't
She needs to put the proof out there then, if it exists.
Sure, yeah.
If Borchetta and Scooter Braun said that in a text or an email, release the receipts. We want to see them.
The only thing I can think about is if you're doing something with Netflix and there's a chance that the live version can now be sold for money as an individual track. Now you're making money on that, and maybe that's what they're trying to say. She's allowed to perform these songs. She just can't make money digitally and when she's selling them, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. Ariana Grande was forced to call off her show last night in Kentucky. She wasn't feeling good and took to Instagram to say, I'm so sorry. I think she's been going through like all kinds of sinus issues. And she said, whenever she gets it together, she will give everybody refunds and updates and all that good stuff. But no word on whether or not she will reschedule that Kentucky show. And finally, here, if you were a fan back in the day of the Osbournes, I loved their reality show. It was so good. Are they close to getting back on television in a reality forum? That would be awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did very well.
Every single year, about every 3 months or so, someone else gives us another offer, and we keep saying no. You know, we've got other people to think about. My brother's got 3 kids. Do we want that life for them without them being old enough to choose whether they want to do it or not, like my brother and I were? And it keeps coming around. Right now, there's another offer on the table, and I think this is the closest we've ever come to accepting one.
Okay.
Fascinating.
Are you excited, Kev?
Well, I love the original show, but, you know, with everything, it's all about the dynamic. And what she's saying is true. They're in different places in their life. You know, the kids were at home, and they had that close-knit thing. Remember, the one daughter, Amy, didn't want to be a part of it.
Never was.
Yeah, and so would it work again? It would be
don't
tough. And
know.
Ozzy is, 10-plus years older? That happened a while ago.
A little slower.
Could be.
I don't know if it works, V.
Ozzy is that good. I think it works. Sharon's still feisty.
Sure.
I think the two of them will carry it, and then the kids and the grandkids and whatever. They'll
Well,
probably
the issue, too, is I think a lot of times you'll be weighing the new show against the old.
Definitely.
immediately, and people will be like, well, all it takes is for the general consensus to be like, it's just not quite as good. And it wouldn't last. And keep in mind, there wasn't as much competition for TV, too, when they came out with that.
True.
So, I don't know.
And that's what's going on in your dirt of the day.
Okay, got some pricing here. We were talking about how much it would cost to go see the Jonas Brothers at the Fontainebleau.
Yes. How much is it going to be? This is New Year's Eve we're talking about.
Yes. Okay, so here's what you got. They're selling premium admission for $2.99. That includes open bar from 9 p.m. to midnight.
What?
No way.
You don't have to buy a room?
All these Jonas Brothers fans are going to be liquored up.
Yeah, apparently not, Virginia. Yeah. It says also you can get the family experience to go check out the Jonas Brothers.
Family experience.
You bring your whole family there. You guys hit the open bar.
It's an inclusive experience for all ages. It includes access to the restaurant. It's got a dinner buffet from 8 to 11, Jbird.
I need to know what's on that buffet.
It's got open bar, non-alcoholic beverages for children. Okay.
Oh, it's going to be all kids in there. I don't want to have New Year's Eve with a bunch of kids. Not at the Fontainebleau.
I think this is just in this one area, the family experience. I don't think they have them in the general.
Is that how you're supposed to say it, Fontainebleau? Or is that just one of those things that Virginia says that sounds annoying? Is that Fontainebleau or is it Fontainebleau?
Depends on if you're refined or not.
If you're classy and you live in Tequesta, you say Fontainebleau.
So, yeah, you should be saying Fontainebleau.
So annoying.
It says that you get access to the televised large screens and that you are going to be kind of quarantined to that area. You're not going to get on the pool deck and you're not allowed to participate in the poolside event. So you're kind of watching from a distance for $350 is what that is.
Okay.
Then the VIP packages, which has a VIP section with bottle packages, and that starts at $5,000.
Okay.
That includes 5 VIP admission tickets, so it's $1,000 a seat to sit in the worst VIP section. If you go silver, that is $10,000, and that's 10 VIP admissions, so maybe it's just by how many. Then you can go all the way up to the platinum lawn platform. Yeah, because the bronze is a lawn table, the silver is a raised pod, the gold is a poolside table, and if you go for the platinum Jonas Brothers on New Year's Eve, the lawn platform, 20 VIP admission tickets. How much would you pay, Virginia?
20 platinum VIP tickets?
Yes, you're on the lawn platform there, right by where the stage is going to be, I guess, where the Jonas Brothers will be at the Fontainebleau.
Show me 60 grand.
60 grand, what do you think, Jbird?
Show me $50 if I can just go to the buffet and then leave right after.
Probably can, yeah.
Okay.
20 grand.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not that bad.
Not that bad, huh?
When you break it out over how many tickets you get.
It's $1,000 a person.
Huh.
But you have to have a large group, so you have to
buy
get
in
20,000.
bulk.
Yeah.
If you're somebody that's loaded with money, you could do that. and
Absolutely, yeah. They wouldn't even flinch. They'd
they
have
wouldn't.
Yeah, they get all their friends together and they'd all be out there.
The rich.
And there's no room thing attached to it. You don't have to buy a room.
No, you do not have to. It doesn't appear that'd be the case.
No room at the Fontainebleau.
Yeah. All right, your birthdays today. Got to say happy birthday to Freddie from iCarly. Remember that dude, Nathan Kress? He's
I
now
love
27.
him.
Yeah. Remember he's on the show, and then I guess when he got off the show, he got all jacked, and now he's like a male model kind of thing. The chicks love him
I
for
like
Nathan
him
Kress.
doughy better.
You do, huh?
I do.
You like cute Freddie from iCarly?
Love cute Freddie.
Damon Wayans Jr., 37 today. Megan Kelly, she's 49. Is her career over?
No. Someone's going to give her another shot.
Okay. She'll
Only
pop up somewhere else.
Because she's a lightning bolt of controversy for some reason.
She's just burning off a lot of money today, huh? She made
got
a
a
ton
lot-
of cash
ton of
for
cash.
doing a little bit of work.
Well, she could do her own thing if she wanted to.
True. Yep. Owen Wilson turns 51 today, and Mr. Belding from Saved by the Bell is 69. Dennis Haskins.
Yeah.
There you go. Also got a happy 8th birthday to Tucker Ray from Mom, Dad, and Tate.
Tucker Ray!
Tucker Ray sent that in. So there you go. If you got a birthday you want to get to us, you can let us know. It is Mail at kvjshow.com, mail at kvjshow.com. Also, Aria. She has had a birthday yesterday, turned 10. So we're so proud of you. Love Mom, Grandma, Papa, and Aunt Jamie. So there you go. That is your birthdays for today. Are you guys ready to think fast?
Oh, so ready.
I'm ready
Feel
to
like
think,
you got it in you?
I'm ready to think medium.
Okay.
Yeah.
A pretty eventful weekend in South Florida. I know Suits came limping in here today. The millennial's about down and out. He's got a little bit of the NASCAR flu. He went to the race in Homestead over the weekend.
Oh,
So.
you got a little tummy ache?
He just said, he's like, Kev, not doing well today. He's, trying to gut it out. But yeah, he's not able to do traffic today. He's on the IR.
Really?
Yeah, injured reserve.
Why I saw Cy Dobbins in the building.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, because Suits is not feeling good today. So he's just kind of hanging in there. So.
Oh, is there another traffic reporter doing it?
Yeah.
I don't know how that will go well with Cy Dobbins going in on another.
Cy Dobbins going to get another traffic war going on.
I think he might have to.
Okay.
That's really awesome.
Okay.
Cy should do it.
All right.
Yeah, Kyle Busch picked up his second NASCAR championship. Apparently, Homestead's got an 18-year run as the title-deciding race. So it was good stuff. It was good Suits. Okay, how you feeling?
Can he barely lift up his thumb?
He's a little shaky.
Oh,
Yeah,
I can barely lift.
it's feeble.
I can't lift up my arm.
he's doing his impression of a baby giraffe in there. A little wobbly.
Oh, do we need to get some pancakes in Suits' tummy?
I don't know. I
Suits, you
have
want
to
to do a
see.
little pancake party?
Have to see how he's feeling. See if he's
I
up
don't
to
think
it.
that's a very good idea.
Oh, you look green, man. Yeah. He looks...
What kind of funk you got?
I'm not sure. I'm just, my throat was a little scratchy. I'm like, all right, it's not too bad, but I'm just incredibly nauseous since I got in here.
It's
So
not easy being green.
Yeah.
You do look a little green.
He does, doesn't he?
He does slightly green.
I'm trying to power through. It sucks because, the championship was yesterday and I have my NASCAR show today that I need to do. But
wow.
at the same time, the more I talk, the sicker I feel. So
Oh, Lord.
it's a challenge, Kev.
Jeez.
Sorry that Cy Dobbins got to come in instead. So is there not someone else doing traffic?
Yes, actually, I was surprised Cy Dobbins for the first hour hasn't done it yet, considering.
Well, he's been doing British traffic Suits. That's what he does.
How are the streets of London today, I wonder?
Very crowded.
I bet.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, well, feel better, Suits. Take care
Appreciate
of
it.
yourself. Denny's...
Yes, please. Somebody
Yeah.
spray down this room. I do not want to catch it.
He did look a little off, didn't he?
He did. He walked in here immediately. I mean, ooh, he looked a little
He's a
green.
different color.
Yeah, he is. His coloring is not good today.
Oh,
Suits.
don't talk in that mic. Oh,
yeah, it's already.
We're already gonna get diseases.
oh
It's
my
too late.
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be. You'll feel it probably on Wednesday, Sinicki.
I hope not.
Okay, coming up here in just a second, too, we're going to actually get an update to everyone who is helping us out. We were trying to get people to help with this fetus that we got in the prognosis that was going to be born with spina bifida. But we found out there was a procedure to prevent that, and we need to raise $25,000. Friday was the deadline on it, and so we'll let you know what happened with that coming up here in just a couple minutes. Virginia, Jbird, Denny's, are you ready to think fast?
We're so ready.
No.
Okay. Doesn't sound optimistic for a Jbird win here today.
Come on, Bird.
Let's see if he can do it. Okay, got different topics here. You got to say something that makes some sense. It's basically what we're looking for here.
Try
All right.
not to scream. A couple people on Twitter really get mad when I scream.
Yeah.
Oh, they hate it, Kev.
Okay, well, you're clear on the other side of the room.
I'm gonna go louder, actually.
Okay. All right, here we go. Think fast. Name something you would see at an airport that starts with the letter M.
Marine.
Yeah.
Marine, yeah.
I saw a couple of them.
Okay, we can go with that. Yeah.
I like froze.
I did too.
like M.
My brain is just going slow and cold.
Okay. Look at Jbird over here. You psyched him out. Making him think you weren't ready to compete today.
I'm actually very ready.
Yeah, obviously. Okay, next up here. Think fast. Name an occupation starting with the letter G.
Golfer.
Oh, Virginia. We'll take that. Okay, tied one apiece here.
Denny's looks stunned.
I'm shocked.
Okay, next up. Name something you would find in the ocean starting with the letter C.
Conch!
Catfish.
Okay.
What'd you say?
Conch.
Oh,
I know.
I thought you said something else.
Conch fritter.
You got it, Jbird.
Yeah.
You get a point. You're up 2-1 on Vicious V.
Woo! I want that belt or that helmet.
Yeah.
There's no
belt.
belt.
There's a helmet.
Yeah.
Championship helmet.
Okay, what do you think? Next round here. Think fast. Name something sweet with the letter I.
Ice cream.
Oh.
Vicious V.
On a snack.
Wow. Ties it up with the bird 2 apiece. Dennis, you're going to have to start getting
yeah.
active here. Name something soft starting with the letter B.
Blanket.
What'd you say, Virginia?
Blanket.
Blanket.
Oh.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Bird?
But
Some butts are soft.
They
yes.
are.
very soft.
Felty.
Some a lot softer than others.
Yes. Just depends upon the butt. Okay, Virginia has got the lead. Denny's, you've been eliminated.
Oh. Go in there in nurse suits. Back to health.
Is that a new sweater?
Oh.
I know, right?
As
Get
you
trolled on
leave,
your way
get
out.
insulted.
That ain't cool.
Not cool.
I'm not cool about that at all. All right, here we go, Jbird. You got to get this or you're eliminated.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. Name something you would buy at the grocery store starting with the letter C.
Cat.
What do you say?
I said conch.
No.
Conch.
You can't buy conch. Cat food.
Cat food. I said cat.
I did say conch first.
Suits is in there, feebly pointing to Virginia.
I can barely.
Hands trembling.
I can't point.
Shaky finger.
I had to sing to Virginia.
I can barely believe.
Okay, very nice. All right, Virginia, you wrap up the win here today. Right.
Well fought. Well fought.
Yes. Okay.
Really?
No.
It sounds like how your aunt would say fart. Well fought.
Well fought.
Well fought.
Well fought.
Well fought. All right. Well, I'm very happy to say that on Friday, right before we wrapped up the show, we hit our mark, $25,000. We started on Wednesday. After last weekend, Virginia had heard of the Feast of Little Italy. There is an employee at Joseph's Classic Market that had come in distraught because he'd gotten the word that his child was going to be born with spina bifida. And it moved Virginia when she saw this and started having discussions with other people. Said, you know, there's a procedure that's done in Miami, a prenatal thing that could correct a lot of the complications with the spina bifida. Started looking through the price. It was costly. Worked through the insurance and said, okay, with $25,000, this could happen, but you've only got till Friday to get the money or it's not going to happen at all.
There's a window of the fetal age where the doctors can do it and really minimize all of the terrible symptoms that come from spina bifida. But you only have a small window.
Yes.
And literally, the window is closing on us as we speak.
And so earlier this morning, on their way to the hospital, we were able to talk with Marquise, is girls Elizabeth. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And so we got to let him know, hey, exactly what was going on and said, hey, I guess you got a big day. And so it was nice having a little conversation with him about, boy, all the exciting stuff that you're going to be doing today with the procedure.
Yeah, man, we actually headed down right now, man. I really appreciate you guys, man. Thank you so much, man. My family, I'm very grateful.
Oh, it's our pleasure.
Now, what has the doctor told you about, you know, the difference that this procedure is going to make in your baby's life?
Well, he was basically saying that he still can't say that the baby's going to be 100% like normal, but what it will do, it definitely will give him a way better chance than not getting the surgery.
Sure.
Yeah.
Anything that you can do to lessen the symptoms is just... Every parent would be in the same situation as you, wanting to do everything they could.
Yeah. You know, God got the last say-so in the matter, so
yeah,
it's plenty people that the doctor said, hey, you never walk again, or hey, this will never happen, and look what happened.
Yeah,
you know?
You're right.
I'm just keeping faith and putting it in God's hand and going from there.
That's it. That's great. Well, hey, if you would, please keep us updated on how the procedure goes today, and just, you know, we want to be there every step of the way and see what's going on. We got a lot of people now that have actually personally invested in this. So, you know, whatever you can do to, you know, give us some information, we'd love to hear it.
Man, once again, thank you guys. Thank all the listeners, everybody who donated, everybody who even cared. I'm just thankful for it.
How nice is that, huh?
They're on their way right now. So they're heading to the surgical center. So the surgery is going to be happening this morning.
Wow.
Yeah,
Just
super
like that,
fast.
so quick.
I've been texting with the doctor, Dr. Quintero, and I told him we're praying for him and we're praying for his hands. And he has a whole KVJ Nation behind him. So he said, thank you guys so much for the prayers and the support. We will keep you posted for sure.
So big thanks to everybody who made this happen. So whatever you were able to donate, we'll make sure that we get pictures up there and you can say, you know what, I contributed to that.
And if you couldn't give money, it's okay. Everybody can give prayers.
Absolutely. All right, who do you need to call out here today? You can let us know, 877-979-9763. Little subtle social messages to what we're doing right and what we are doing wrong here today. You can let the people know. We had kind of a call out that was in the dirt about Justin Bieber, and there were some people that were on the extra list that didn't like what he was paying, $500, I believe, to be an extra for the LGBTQs that he was putting into his video. Some of the comments people text into us about that said a casting call for only LGBTQ plus literally can't be prejudiced against them because it's exclusively for them. So that was their take. And somebody else said $500 is a good rate for an extra. I made less than that for a full day of filming on the 5 o'clock somewhere video. That was one they did, Square Grouper and Jbird there. And frequently you do your own hair and makeup. So, and no travel expenses.
Yeah, because you're an extra.
Yes.
Extra still good.
I don't know. I think drag queens should be treated differently.
That's
just me.
They should be treated better.
They're better than the regular extras. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Have fun with the comments on that, Kev.
Okay. All right. Some of the other ones here. Tatiana sent in an email about a call I'm out here today. She said, my tag expired a few days ago, but a new sticker is on the way. So I put the receipt in the window and I left my car parked until the sticker arrived. I wasn't going to drive my car until I had the sticker on the license plate. Well, apparently security has a thing with the tow company, maybe an agreement. And the tow company came out and booted my car despite having the receipt in the window. Ooh. I came out to drive my car after the sticker had arrived, and I noticed the boot was on it. So I called the tow company, and the tow company told me that he was busy with family and couldn't come over to take the boot off. Then he hung up on me.
Oh.
I tried calling back, and they kept hanging up on me. I had to Uber to all of my errands, and it cost me a ton of money. This is bullying and harassment, and I want to call them out. That's Tatiana who had done that.
That's a mess.
She did not like getting booted in her own parking place where she lives. So it's really none of your business anyway, right?
A lot of places are on the take, though, and the boot guy splits the money with your apartment community.
Wow.
It sucks.
She was kind of saying it was the security guy had a buddy in a tow company, and so they were working out a deal where maybe they're sharing.
It happens.
So that's crooked. That ain't right, and it needs to be called out.
The security guy walks around and he sees infractions.
Yeah.
And then he tells the boot guy, and then they split the money.
Dang. Okay. We got Shadira in Riviera Beach. She wanted to call somebody out. They stole her and her 3 kids' clothes out of the dryers at the JJ Bubbles laundromat. We're in a horrible situation now. I'm begging the person who stole our clothes to return them. And I won't proceed with calling the police and making it a criminal case.
Listen, I have a ton of clothes I can give you that I don't wear anymore, that I don't need. They're in good condition. I would love to give you, and I'm not sure what you need exactly.
Yeah.
They're obviously my size, and they're for a dude.
Yeah.
But if you have someone in your family that has medium and large and some XL, I've got a lot of clothes for you.
Yeah, well, Denny's has Shadira there. We'll get some information and find out exactly what kind of clothes we can get if somebody's got some. We'll definitely help you out.
If you give me a day, I'll have them here at the station. You can pick them up tomorrow.
Yep. See how call them out helps out here.
Woohoo!
Yeah, we'll take care of you. Get that taken care of here. Let me see, Jbird. I know you've got something you need to address and call them out here today.
Social media really annoys me. You try to put up a cute little dog video, it paws in the park. Chewy doesn't get out that much, and most people don't know Chewy's story. One hater, she hates my guts. She thinks I named Chewy after Kevin's dog. She's like, you can't let Kevin do anything, Ken. You're always
Really?
up Kevin's butt. You're the worst, Jay. Oh, yeah, just a hate.
So I had exclusivity on that,
Yeah,
huh? Should have trademarked it.
We adopted Chewy as his size, with tumors and all. He's got special needs. We've always loved older dogs in my family. It was my dad's dog, and then I fell in love with Chewy, and then I said, Dad, please let me take him. You're going back and forth to Texas. So it ended up I took the dog Chewy, and I've had him probably for about a year and a half now, 2 years, as me being the sole owner. He is plumpy. He's big of size. Of course, all of the fat shaming comments. Damn, Chewy needs to go on a diet. What are you feeding him, Bird?
Jeez, come on now.
I don't give him
what?
I don't give him table food. He's actually lost a ton of weight. But the other thing that's annoying is, Bird, you're holding the leash wrong. He can feel your energy. He's gonna.
Really?
He's aggressive because of you. Like all of this crap. All these people know nothing. What they know could fill a book. Let me tell you. It's just a little cute dog video.
Yeah, that's all you're trying to do. A lot of people have comments on.
Oh,
it's kind of like with parenting. You know, it's the same thing with whether it be humans or a dog parent. A lot of people have a lot of comments on how you're doing it.
And everyone thinks they know the situation. Oh, why is he so fat? Blah, blah, blah. Why are you name it? You know nothing.
Yeah, okay.
Right, there's my rant.
There's his vent.
That's when social media really annoys me.
Let me see here. We've also got a couple other column outs here today that people are sending in here. Car thing. Somebody said, I want to call it the person that broke into my wife's car and stole $300 cash and my truck keys.
Oh.
It is one of the worst feelings when somebody breaks into your vehicle.
That's terrible.
Yep, not a big fan of that. And I want to do a positive column out here today. There were some people that suggested I check out a documentary on Netflix called The Magic Pill was the name of it, because they know that I'm doing the keto diet or giving it a try and seeing how it works. And they said, hey, try out this documentary. It's 90 minutes long. It is called The Magic Pill, and it's about the keto diet and some of the effects on it. And it was fantastic. It really was. I'm so happy that I watched it, as I'm trying to, formulate, okay, am I really going to do the keto diet full time? I'm just trying it out, see how I feel. And so far, so good. I can feel I'm not weighing myself, but I can just tell just from my belt.
You have a glow.
I've tightened up a belt loop. I feel actually good. I used to eat pretty clean too, but I would still do a little bit of sugar and some carbs in there.
You're almost ready. You're almost ready to run for office, my man. Is
that it?
You've got the
Okay,
politician
that's what it
hair.
is. Yeah.
You're going to be a little quicker now, a little sleeker.
Yeah.
You're
Fast
ready.
on my feet.
You're almost ready.
Yeah.
You're the best we've got.
Thank you. I'm not sure that's saying a
Look
lot.
around the room. It's not a compliment.
I'm your campaign manager, though. And boy, what a campaign we are running, my man.
We'll be out of the race in a week. But,
I disagree. You're going to find yourself winning this thing.
Colored with controversy. I mean, just out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
The skeletons come marching.
You thought a Trump campaign was colorful? Just wait till I jump in this.
I'm letting y'all know there's going to be several scandals.
Good, okay.
Several.
Good.
But that's what's being honest.
I love it. So I watched this thing. It was really great. Now, I am continuing to read more stuff, and there's just a lot of stuff out there. And as you look in this documentary, you can see that there is big money that is trying to come out with false studies. And so we are all confused as to what to believe. And I don't know. But let's say that this documentary was real. It was amazing what it was doing for people that had diabetes, cancer, some things like that. You'll learn some things on it. And there was even a solution thrown out on how to get all the excess carbon off the planet in 10 years. I was like, that's amazing. Yeah, it really is some good stuff.
Is it real, though?
That's exactly it. I don't know what I heard on, and I take it for like, that's an interesting point. Now, can it all be proven in what was going on there? But the personal individual stories that they put forward in the documentary, if it is all true and legit, it is one of those things that is a game changer. It is life changing. It would change about anybody's life. And like I said, with the diabetes and the cancer, and there's even a child with autism that they have on there, that it changes the behavior drastically, and that as well. And I'm like, wow, what a concept. And all it really is just getting rid of the sugar and the carbs out of the diet. It's kind of the basic way of it, and running your body on fat instead. So I was like, wow. So I don't know. We'll see.
It sounds like there's definitely an agenda going on.
Who knows? I'm glad I watched it. I thought it was really good, and I'm only going on my own personal experience, and I'll tell you, since I did it, I feel good with it.
It's like when people, you come from my gun, or you try it. You come from my sugar, you just try it.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
That's how I am.
Well,
my gun
He's
is
got a sugar gun.
That's my gun.
It's I hear you. And,
sugar
well,
guns.
especially here in South Florida, man. Sugar's big, baby.
Sugar is how I was
Sugar's
raised,
big.
baby.
Don't go after sugar here in South Florida, man.
It's my power.
Yeah, I'll probably get taken out just for this conversation. But my question here today, it could be right, it could be wrong. But what do you think you know that would change someone's life? Do you have that? Because if what I saw in the Magic Pill is right and legit, Virginia, if it is, it would change a lot of people's lives. Like, it was that amazing, the information that is in that. Is anybody else holding on to something else right now? You'd be like going, if people just knew this, and it could be a simple little hack. You know, like, hey, this would change your life. If you've ever been juice jacked, don't plug in your smartphone when you go to an airport directly with the USB cord, or somebody's going to take all your information. That could actually change somebody's life. So if you got something like that, let us know. 877-979-9763 here at the KVJ Show.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Yeah, I realize that there definitely is a war of food that is going on in America now. And I'm kind of going through some of the documentaries on Netflix that somebody had showed me. I watched finally The Magic Pill, that is more for the keto diet that a lot of people are taking, and that's basically knocking the sugar and the carbohydrates out of your diet and watching what you eat. So it's a little bit more like a vegetable kind of thing and meat, which a lot of them are. Good fats is kind of what it is, getting your body to run on good fat instead of glucose, which is sugar. The interesting thing I got out of The Magic Pill, too, was that cancer cells need sugar to run on.
That's true.
And so if they don't have sugar, then your cancer is, doesn't have fuel.
So there's no way I'm not getting something.
I mean, it can grow still with other stuff too. Just eliminating sugar does not eliminate every cancer, but it can help.
Yeah.
I've had so much sugar since 79.
Yeah.
1980. I've had so much sugar.
Yeah, you have, yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
I mean, to
your
the point.
cancer cell's very happy.
No one is doubting you.
But there's no way I'm not going to have something, right?
I don't know. Some people seem to do whatever they want. I don't know. A lot of it's genetics,
It's all genetics.
Yeah.
It's just genetics.
Yeah.
It's how your body is hooked up. And I think all of us have cancer cells. It's
Yeah, we
just, does that switch flip that makes them grow or not?
I mean, from 82 to 91, I can't tell you how much grape soda I drank.
Yeah.
I mean, an alarming amount of grape soda.
When we met you, you were had a disgusting amount of Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I
that
slowed
you
it
were
down.
pouring down your throat.
Yeah.
I'm actually way better than I used to be.
Yeah.
I go through, it's almost like a junkie. I'll be real good for a few months, and then all of a sudden, I crash and I go on this bender. Like right now, I'm trying to get out of this squirt bender that I've been in.
Yeah.
I've been in it a while, man.
That's your thing. Well, that's kind of like what I've been seeing in a lot of these documentaries, is that you talk about the chemicals in the food actually it leaves you hungry and it makes you craving that food more.
Oh, they know what they're doing.
They do, yeah.
Oh, that's
so it's a vicious cycle.
When I'm parched, water makes me nauseous. Squirt, I can just
Guzzles right down.
And
feels so good to your body. How can it not be good for your body?
Hydrates.
It doesn't make sense, right?
Water is one of those things that makes me ill. I know it's weird.
Yeah. So, just trying to find out the truth. This is the real struggle. And I care about, the eating right and all that stuff, and I'm already spun around confused, and I've got two different camps telling me conflicting information on both sides. So I don't know if you're ever going to know. That's why I've kind of tried both to see, okay, which is going to make my body feel better and what's good. So there's also a couple other documentaries if you want to see the other side of the Magic Pill. The Magic Pill is the one that is the keto friendly, but the other one that you've got is Game Changer on Netflix, somebody's saying, and then it is Health and Forks Over Knives. And they say, Kev, if you watch that, you won't do keto. So, yes.
I want to watch that. I want to watch that birthday cake championship on the Food Network. It's so good. It makes you want to eat.
You love birthday cake, too. You shouldn't watch that. It's like porn.
It really is. It does get you wanting to eat bad.
Somebody also let me know, I did not know this, that beady eyes are a keto side effect. So.
They're going to get beadier?
Or less beadier.
Yeah.
You're more beady.
More.
Yeah.
Well, then you got to get off the keto diet then.
Okay, there you go. Somebody said, you guys are so old, it's a vlog, not blog. Video blog.
I know it's a
vlog. It's a blog is typed.
I know
dummy.
I know it's a vlog. I don't like saying vlog because I don't say it well. And whatever. I am old. So what? Yeah, what's your point? I'm old. I get it.
That's it. There you go. All right. There you go. Somebody brought that up. Probably true. The next great graduation song, Maroon 5 knows what they're doing.
Oh, I told Virginia, get used to hearing that song on the radio.
It is going to be around, yes. And it'll probably, here we are, November? Yeah, graduation's happening April, May.
Oh, we'll be playing RMF till then.
Oh, yeah. It'll probably actually really just be Mass Appeal by then. It's going to be a massive song, and you're going to hear it at every single graduation party and every graduation video that people post up online.
And honestly, any kind of celebration where there's memories involved.
There you go.
Isn't
They know
that
what they're
every
doing.
celebration?
Not every. Yeah, I guess you're right. That seems like happy memories. No.
Yeah.
Unless you hate your family, then you want to forget.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing, though. What great marketing. It's going to be used in commercials. It's going to be used for decades.
It's catchy, too. That's the thing. You're going to be humming it later.
It's almost like if you are an artist, they should have a checklist of all the different categories you need to cross off if you want to truly be marketable and mass appeal. Do we have a wedding song, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, we got a wedding song. Do we have a graduation song? We need got to get a graduation song here.
When John Mayer wrote Daughters, he's like, yep, I just wrote a wedding song forever. It's played at so many weddings.
Wedding song? We need a wedding song? Yeah. Do we have a wedding song yet? Okay, let's get that down.
A rock arena type song?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we need I heard KVJ was doing divorce anthems. We need like a breakup. Do we have a great breakup song with attitude? Do we have that? Check. Okay.
Rock anthem. Call Fall Out Boy, please.
Yes. Yeah, there's probably about 10 categories. If you cross off every category, you'd be fine. Because between the commercials and video games and everything else, you're going to make a ton of money.
I think that's what happens to a lot of these artists.
10 hits is all you need in every category and you're set. You're good. I think Maroon 5, I really do think that Adam Levine has got a checklist. He's like, have we written yet a graduation? Okay, memories. Here it is. Well, is your marriage normal? BuzzFeed put together a poll here and you can ask, like farting in front of each other.
Do you and the Queen fart in front of each other?
Oh my gosh, yes.
You fart in front. I know she does in front of you, but you do in front of her.
Yeah, unfortunately, I just don't have to fart as much as she does.
Yeah.
You wish you could battle better.
Yeah, I do. I'm a weak competitor. It's terrible. Trust me. Wish I could more.
We just need to get you two things: more onions and more garlic.
Yeah, I guess you're right. And then I could fight right back for
Get in there.
Yeah.
Don't let her win.
Most people are. So is your marriage normal? If you're farting in front of each other, you're normal because 84% of people said yes, and the other 16% are very uncomfortable.
Well, I mean, what are you going to do? Eventually, just time is going to get you. You're going to, even if you're holding them in, you're going to walk into a room and someone's going to fart.
Farts are funny, too. If you can laugh at them and have fun with them, like, put the stigma aside.
You weren't farty at first with Panda, and then all of a sudden you kind of let that gate fly open.
Well, I still don't fart freely, but
just in her sleep.
In my sleep, I
can't help it. Yeah,
you really can't. I mean, I'm a victim. You could not help it.
He does it freely, and he has fun with it, and so does Rocco.
And you don't care. You don't get turned off or anything.
Nah.
Yeah.
Okay, you're fine with that. Okay, what about? Would it be okay if they stayed out all night with friends? All night.
Virginia wouldn't care because she does it with her friends, and she's probably begging for Panda to do it with his.
Now, when I hear all night, I think, okay, you're coming back like at dawn, right?
Virginia doesn't count for this conversation.
No.
She's a different kind of animal when it comes to this stuff.
Well, that's the question. Is your marriage normal or not? And so 63% of people actually said it would be okay. So and Virginia's saying okay. So I guess you are normal in that, Virginia.
Yeah, I don't think he's up to anything squirrely. So have fun.
I think if you trust your mate, you should allow to have you should be able to go out with your friends for a night.
When I'm out of town this weekend, I think he wants to throw a party.
He's already talked to me about it.
Yeah, so he might be up all night. He'll like that too because it'll be at his house. He controls the situation. It's safe.
Yeah, we're going to get real weird. I know exactly what we're going to do, too.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I know that sounded really perverted.
What are you going to do to him?
Poor guy. He is going to get some action, Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I come home and you two are snuggling, it's going to be weird.
It may not be snuggling. Is it normal to have long stretches at dinner when nobody says anything? Is that normal?
What do you mean by that?
Or you're just sitting there and you're just eating and you're not conversing, you're not talking.
Yeah, I think that's normal.
It's normal.
72% said, yeah, it's normal. So if you do that, don't think, oh my gosh, we have nothing to talk about. We're not relating anymore. No, sometimes you just like to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what about this? Can you flirt with other people?
No.
I'm zero tolerance for that.
If you said it's okay, you're not normal. 24% said it's okay. that's a quarter, 1 out of 4. And then I wonder how many of that percentage wind up being divorced.
No, for sure.
Yeah, I think
and we're talking flirty where you're rubbing someone's shoulder and doing this stuff that would bother your mate.
Yeah, I think it's disrespectful.
It is disrespectful.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. Is it okay to pee with the door open?
No.
You said no.
Peeing's okay. It's when you start getting to number 2, you got to have some privacy. If I was with somebody and they peed with the door open, I'm not grossed out by it.
In fact, that's normal. 77% said it's fine. So Virginia's not normal on that one.
But pooping with the door open, now we've got some issues.
Okay. Is it okay to talk about your poo? Would you do that? Said, oh, you got to come check this out. This is weird.
No, I don't think I'd
I got a curler.
Right.
I don't think I'd ever
So
be.
much fun,
No.
isn't it?
No, I'm not at that level.
You
Not at that
shouldn't-
level?
Don't ever get to that level.
No.
Seriously. I think anything that you're doing in the bathroom where stuff is coming out of you needs to be private.
Okay. 78% of people said that it is normal to talk about your poo.
Talk about it is different. Now, hey, babe, come over here and look at it. That's a different animal. Talking about, oh, babe, I have the worst cramps or something. I can see how that can happen.
Cramps are one thing, but if you're talking about the actual poo, I don't want to hear about it.
Oh, I don't want to hear about it either.
I don't want to hear about color or clarity or anything.
I don't either. I really don't.
Don't tell me anything about your poo.
But a funny story. Oh, babe, I
pooped myself.
Yeah, we're cool with that.
That's okay. That's normal.
Yeah.
And what about this? Is it okay to fantasize about being married to someone else?
I'm sure Panda does.
Oh, no, no, I'm just kidding. I think you can't help the thought police. It's just kind of like you can't help the dream police. And sometimes things get in there, whether you act on it or not.
42% said yes, it's okay. So if you think it's not, then you're normal. That is the normal. Thinking that it's okay is not.
I mean, if you're seeking stuff out deliberately, that's a different game.
It depends upon how often you do it and how serious you are about thinking about it. Like,
every day.
Every second of every day, you might have a problem.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news.
Yeah, what?
So many people on meth. Ow!
Let me walk you through the progression here of this traffic incident because it is textbook on what you don't want to do. 37-year-old Joseph Zach of Fort Pierce was pulled over after blowing a stop sign. Now, things started to go a little bit south because he looked suspicious. The cop there in Fort Pierce noticed that he was trying to throw something out the passenger side window of the car.
Uh-oh. Getting rid of the evidence.
As the cop was walking up to Joseph Zach's car, he noticed him trying to conceal an open can of Budweiser.
Uh-oh.
Then he said, I have probable cause to search your vehicle. That's when he found a glass crack pipe and a clear baggie with a whitish residue which tested positive for crack cocaine.
Oh, boy.
The cop then asked Joseph Zach, hey, what about the baggie here? Zach said, it's not mine. This may sound crazy, but either you planted it or the wind blew it in the window and it landed where it did.
Probably the wind. That seems more likely.
Yes, cop said, I know I didn't plant it, and I'm pretty confident the wind didn't blow it here, considering you already have a glass crack pipe here.
Did it blow the glass crack pipe in, too?
It's strong wind, you know.
It's very
strong
powerful.
Winds we had, yeah. So he was arrested on all charges. So there you go. That's just not how you handle it. 2 chemistry professors in Arkansas were arrested on Friday for making meth.
Oh, my gosh.
Sound like a TV show you might know?
They were making it at school?
Apparently so. Or not necessarily making it at school, but they knew the craft on how to do it from their chemistry lessons.
Wow.
Yeah, my son actually alarmed me when he drew up the formula for making meth. I was like, oh, that's very nice. Yeah,
So he knows how to do it, too?
he knows how to make meth.
It
yes.
doesn't shock me. He probably knows how to make the good stuff, too.
Probably,
The
yeah.
Breaking Bad, the Blue.
Yeah, that's it. And the fun thing was when they started investigating these 2 chemistry professors in Arkansas, one of them was actually known around the school as Heisenberg, which is the name of the character in
From Breaking
Bad. Yeah. So they were really living. I mean, I wonder how many chemistry teachers are now making meth because of that show. They're like going, that's actually a really great idea. We could make a ton of money.
There's another story out there from a year or two ago that was some chemistry teacher doing meth and making it.
This is why we need to pay our teachers more. You don't want their mind wandering to selling meth.
That's kind of what was going on. He had to pay some medical bills, and there you go. Just to let you know, too, stand your ground. It is a law here in Florida, so when you break into a home in Port Charlotte, you might get shot in the butt. That's what happened to a woman over the weekend.
A woman broke in?
Yeah, she did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, if someone breaks in and then you've got a gun on them and you feel like you've got the situation taken care of, you're not allowed to shoot them, correct, unless they go after you?
No, you can shoot them in your house.
Even if you've got the situation under control?
Yep.
Because that's how one guy went to jail. 2 kids broke into his house. He was waiting for them. They were there to break in, and he didn't know what they were going to do. But he finally got them and cornered, and they were not a threat. And then he just shot them because they broke in, and then he went to jail for that.
It probably wasn't in Florida.
Okay.
With the stand your ground law, because in Florida,
I think you have to, what Virginia's saying, I think you have to blindfold them and then lean them up against a wall. And then I think they also are entitled to a cigarette, too, I believe.
Okay.
Yes, before you shoot them, but that's a Florida standard.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah, Virginia knows the law, so.
She does a lot of real
Yeah.
Yeah, why am I asking you? She throws out so many.
Virginia's completely right. It is, it's called,
People get on me. She does a lot of bogus stats out there.
Yeah, it's the firing squad standard in Florida that, yes, you must blindfold them. They have to stand against a wall and they get a cigarette.
if you shoot
Then
them
you
on
can
the
shoot them.
porch, you
Yeah.
drag them inside, too.
My
Yes.
dumb ass is about to believe her bunk stats.
Yeah, Virginia's right there with the law. So.
I know stuff.
Yeah, she knows a lot of
Oh, you
stuff.
do?
Listen to everything Virginia's saying here. She's completely right. There was an elderly man in Maryland made a big withdrawal from his bank last week, and later that night, the teller then broke into the guy's home and robbed him.
Oh, my gosh. The bank teller?
Yeah, because he's like, here's an old dude who I could take, and he's withdrawing a ton of money, and I have his address right here.
Oh, my gosh.
That's crazy, right?
That's insane.
Something to think about. Bank teller was arrested on several charges. So there you go.
Did the old guy recognize the bank teller?
I'm not sure how they caught him. There's more to the story if you want
Wow.
to find out. But just kind of a note that maybe banks will have to start looking at. Do we have the most trustworthy tellers here?
Does your banks give away free lollipops?
I don't ever set foot in a bank.
Okay.
So I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
And he doesn't eat lollipops either.
I didn't ask if he ate.
He's on keto.
Okay, I'm just saying they serve them.
I'm not a good guy to ask on this.
Yeah, I'm
one.
asking the
sorry.
wrong crowd these questions.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I am not better off.
Why don't you ask me about taxes?
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Listen to this. There is an issue in Montana. Police are searching for a driver who crashed into a fire hydrant earlier this month. And here's the odd thing. He stole the fire hydrant, but he left his bumper behind. So the cops just looked at the license plate and tracked him down. I think he thought the hydrant was evidence against him. I have a feeling the guy might have been hammered because this sounds like drunk logic.
Yes.
That was going on here. But just some crazy stuff. Well, we also have some sad, shocking news today. Chuck E. Cheese is officially killing off its animatronic animal band.
I know, man. If you like old, not good-looking stuff, you're going to be sad like me.
Well, they've revamped it several times, and it looks way less creepy than it used to look back in the 80s and 90s.
Very creepy. They were. The animals and the creatures were creepy.
They've gotten better / worse. I don't know.
You the one telling me they actually have good pizza there? Legit good pizza.
Absolutely. I went to Chuck E. Cheese in the last 4 months, just me and Rocco on a fun day.
If I went there, I'm
You
not
would
going to
like
be
it.
disappointed.
You would like it.
5 out of 5 slices.
4 out of 5.
That's a bold statement.
I liked it.
Yeah, I think I've had it before. It's pretty good. It's all right.
They have changed their formula. They have
right.
stepped up their game.
I don't know if you go there just for the pizza, but if you're
No.
there, the pizza will do the trick.
You're going to look like a creepy guy. You're no kids, just you.
I'm just here for my
sitting
pizza.
in the corner.
I don't care.
I'm just going to sit over here and eat and watch.
Get takeout.
And I'm not play them games.
Well, that's okay. If you get up and play games, you're cool.
That's
if you
cool.
just sit there and
I'm
watch
not going to play. I'm just
kids-
going to pay for my favorite kids to play.
Y'all make it creepy. I just want some pizza.
Yeah, they started phasing out a few years ago, and it's in about 80 locations now. They're going to get rid of it entirely, though, so sad day. Some international stuff. There's a bar in Dubai that's offering a new special. Women get free drinks based on how much they weigh, and the chubbier you are, the more free drinks you get. A woman gets about 12.3 cents of drink credits for every pound they weigh, so a 200-pound woman would get $24.60 worth of free drinks.
Oh, they're just trying to fire up people.
Interesting, though. I mean, if you're a big girl that likes to drink, it's good news.
I'm a big girl that likes to drink.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hate to hear these stories. Guy from England went swimming in a lake in Africa a few years ago. Don't do that. Yeah, one of those parasitic worms.
Oh, did it crawl
in his, you know.
Wee-wee?
Yeah.
Oh. How long from the time the worm gets you until your wee-wee falls off?
That was my question, too. When do you know that it's lights out, baby?
Probably pretty quick. You'd be like, something feels uncomfortable there.
Oh.
Apparently, the worm went in there and laid some eggs, and they're trying to get rid of the issue, but there's only a 30% chance that he'll fully recover.
Whoa.
So he's going to die, or we're talking about recovery for his
That's a great question.
junk?
Yeah, if it's yeah.
They got to amputate.
Just, you know what? Don't swim in a lake in Africa. Just
Trust
to note
me,
to you.
just don't swim in lakes or canals. I used to swim in
Yeah.
canals all the time. I would be caught dead in a canal now.
When you think about it, it's so terrible.
Gators.
Every kind of animal. Snakes.
Oh, you know my skin tastes good.
Yeah, it's
just like sauce.
Yeah, I don't even swim anymore. I would drown.
Why don't you go to the community
I
pools?
don't even want to deal with what's going to happen to me after I get out of the water, so I'm just going under. And ironically, the city council in Venice, Italy, voted down measures to combat climate change. And then 2 minutes later, the offices were flooded by the city's worst flood in 50 years.
They're blaming it on climate change, too.
Well, there you go. Karma and irony all wrapped into one tasty bundle.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
Just the name is creepy. Graveyard shift. Comes from way back in the day when people who would be on what they called the graveyard shift would listen for bells ringing in the graveyard. And if you go to Savannah, you can kind of get the history on that. What was it? It was like yellow fever or scarlet fever or something like that, where people would basically appear dead, and you would think they would. They really couldn't find a pulse on them. And that was one of the symptoms of the disease. And then they would bury the person thinking that they had died because half the town is dying. And so they're just throwing them in a pine box and they throw them in the ground. And then they found out that people were waking up and they would see claw marks like inside the coffins where they're trying to claw their way out. So what they started doing was they would put a bell, a string, and they would tie it to your finger. So if the person started moving, then
The bell would ring.
The bell would ring. Yeah, it's a dead ringer. That's where that comes from. And so this is one of the things like in Savannah they would have. So when you're working the graveyard shift, you would listen for the dead ringers. If you heard the bells going off, you'd be like, oh my goodness, and you'd try to dig somebody out. How crazy is that, huh?
Stressful.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that'd be something. Could you imagine how eerie that would be? It's in the middle of the night, and it's already creepy because half of Savannah's dropping dead anyway from this kind of stuff, and it's just a creepy town anyway.
I got to get you on the Weird Whatever podcast. So we'll get a couple drinks. We'll just get weird. Let's go roll riff, man.
Can I wear pants?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I know how weird this thing got.
I love stuff like that. I love learning.
I don't think you should wear pants, personally.
Okay, maybe I won't. You give me a couple drinks. You never know, Virginia.
I'll bring that Tito's vodka.
Yeah.
Jbird won't be lonely anymore.
Oh, okay. He's got plenty of friends.
Yeah, really, it's starting to get annoying because people will start to believe her. I'm really not lonely.
You don't look lonely.
I definitely don't feel lonely. I don't know why you go in on that one.
So who have you been spending time with then if you're not lonely?
You don't have to have sex and sleep with somebody and still, I mean, you can not be lonely.
He's living his best life. He's got Denny's.
I'm
He's
just
got
trying to figure out
Beckett.
what's going on.
He's got his whole weird whatever crew, his dog.
It puts me in such an uncomfortable spot. We're like going along with the show and in the conversation. I'm like, yeah, because you're lonely. Like, how do I even respond to that?
Nope, doing good.
Exactly.
By telling me who you're dating.
I'm not dating anybody.
Okay. So anyway, the whole point of this conversation
Thank you,
before we
Kevin.
got on to Jbird's lonely life again
Yeah.
was working the graveyard shift and what it's like and what you might see. Things do happen that are more weird at night. Now, there's a lot of different things that go into play here. Sometimes it's just people that are out partying, drinking, and they're at the tail end of their night, and they should be in bed, but because of the booze or the hooch or whatever they're on, they just aren't. Things like that happen. Plus, it's the cover of darkness. So if you want to do any kind of mischief and things that might be outside of the law, it's a good time to do it because it's harder to see people that are doing things that are outside of the law.
Well, I was talking to one guy at Paws in the Park, and he used to work he'd do the overnights at a motel in the lobby area, and he said one night about 2 o'clock in the morning, and this girl runs in covered in blood, screaming. Ooh. She escaped a murderer, and the cops never found the murderer, but she escaped from. And he says like 2 o'clock in the morning, he'd always see crazy stuff, but that was the creepiest thing he'd ever seen.
That is pretty crazy.
That's horrifying.
That is pretty crazy. I used to, when I first got into radio, I was working the overnights. And so that was just where you would get these bizarre callers, and everything was so weird. I would go into the radio station in the middle of the day, everybody seems normal. I'm like, why are my calls so weird? They're like, well, dude, you're doing overnights. Everybody's weird overnight. It was amazing, just the conversations that you would have.
People are intoxicated.
Or they're just
People
weird.
Are weird. They can't sleep and they're tweaking.
Yeah, I think that's part of it too, is people who are just up weird. I don't know what it is. The nighttime attracts weird people. And you're right, it might be the insomnia and you're not quite yourself when you're not well rested. So there's a lot of reasons for it. So we're kind of curious if you've ever had to work a graveyard shift, the overnights, the third shift, whatever you want to call it. Have you ever noticed anything weird? You have a weird story because of what happened during that time?
When I worked, for the first time I was working on radio, the people who worked overnight were really weird. In fact, one guy got fired because he had a porn addiction.
It does attract odd people, that shift. There's no doubt about it. Drink it in. Pink's taking a little bit of a break. We'll spend some time with the kids and the husband, all that kind of good stuff, and live life. Good for her.
Sounds great.
And wouldn't it be great just to be able to say, yeah, you know, I think I'm going to take this year off.
I'm so financially set that it's not going to change my lifestyle or my kids at all. We're still filthy rich. But I'm going to take a year and a half off.
How cozy is that? Just to be like, okay, you know, here I am. I'm so excited about Thanksgiving. So I'm like, oh, we got like a bonus couple days. No, imagine having, I don't know, about a good bonus 75 weeks. That'd be pretty amazing.
It's just next level.
Yeah, good for her.
You'd get bored, Ralston. You'd want to come back.
I don't know. I think if I had pink money, I'd be fine. I'd find fun projects.
Travel the world, yeah.
I would keep myself very busy.
Yeah.
You'd be yearning for the dirt by week 4.
I would still have TMZ.
You'd want to do it. You'd want to give the dirt.
Okay. Yeah, so anyway, that's going to be going down. Thank you very much for the assistance. Some people had said, yes, it's talking about what it was. It was taking people out in Savannah. If you ever go to that magical town, it was yellow fever, and somebody else in the chat room, too, said that what you're talking about, Kevin, Saved by the Bell, was another term that came out of that, where people would have the yellow fever. They thought that they were dead. They would put them in a pine box, dig the 6-foot hole, throw them in, and then the person would wake up and try to claw their way out.
Oh, wow.
So they would take the string, tie the string to their finger, and so if they started moving down there in the coffin, then it would ring a bell up on the ground level, and then the graveyard shift, the person working the cemetery would have to dig them out.
Saved by the Bell, too.
That's it. Saved by the Bell, dead ringer, working the graveyard shift, all those kind of terms came from that.
So much to learn, so much to process.
Bam, just dropping it all on you, just like that. Hey, you know, we're always an educational show. I'm telling you. Yeah, so do you have any crazy stories from what happened in the graveyard shift? Working overnight, there's some crazy stuff that happens. Somebody texted in and said, yeah, I worked valet overnight by myself, and I had this girl come out fully nude, running around saying that she wants to be let back in, and her boyfriend at the time is calling the cops. When they get there, they arrest her fully nude on top of a Cadillac Escalade.
Oh, my gosh.
And then you could see her body outline on the hood of the car. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that's that Miami stuff.
That's spicy. We need some more spicy like that. Nobody ever gets naked and gets arrested here.
I don't know. That's not true. But in Florida?
No, I mean in this building.
Oh, well, the building, yeah. We have so many rules in this building.
Well, I was here that one night. It was 4 a.m, and there was somebody shooting at somebody else in our parking lot.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That's the same night me and Denny thought we had someone trying to break into our place. Was it related? We have no idea.
We need more nudity, less shooting.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what I'm in favor of.
I'm with you on that.
Okay. Yeah, so there's just always some bizarre stuff that is going on. Also got an email here from Ilya and Josie. Said, hey, my girl and I were going to New Orleans and stopping in St. Augustine and Savannah.
Wow.
That's a fun little road trip.
Sure is.
3 great. They all got the same kind of vibe, too. Great, I don't know about St. Augustine so much.
History, architecture.
Yes. Right, yeah.
Fun party areas.
In fact, I would say if you had to have 3 sister cities, they all seem to fit in the same category. Love that trip. We'd love to have some adult tips as to where to stop and have some fun, from food, music, drinks, and adult fun. Where you guys all the time know how capable you are of having fun. Virginia's got a whole list. I'll have her email to you about New Orleans.
Yes,
That's
I do.
taken care of. St. Augustine, somebody got to let me know, because I've not been there to like get crazy party. I've been, seen the fort, been around the school that is up there, and they have, it's quaint, it's lovely, but as far as like partying, I think they have a brewery that is there now.
Some people believe it's one of the most haunted areas in Florida.
Yeah, the ghost tours is really good to do there. I know that. I did not go on that, but they got a cool little quaint area that's just a little bit south of the fort. Looked like they had a nice little bar that was there. And Savannah, been there a couple times, and I will continue to go there a lot because that is a great town. River Street is where a lot of the action that I had was. There's a couple bars and restaurants there. I think it's something Moon River Brewery. Something like that and it's supposed to be haunted too. Ooh. But it's open container. And they have a main road that goes up and down Savannah. And so if you're there, they had a World of Beer that is on that strip that you can go to and drink. And then they have Market Square is another. Go Van Go Pizza is there too. And it's really good pizza. And so that is where I would tell you to go, that area. They got a daiquiri place and some bars around there.
Do people in Savannah kind of talk like this? Is everybody kind of talking more like this? Hey, Kevin, how are you right now?
Like they own a plantation?
Do people like that talk?
You're watching Song of the South or something. I'll show you, boy.
They do have more of a drawl.
Kind of more like this, okay.
Yeah,
it's
it
Georgia.
Depends. Georgia's kind of interesting because, you've got your old standing Georgia people, and it's gotten kind of, more urbanized with Atlanta. And so some towns, have a lot of transplants in it. They don't necessarily have the big Southern accent. But, yeah, you go to some of your smaller towns in Georgia, then so Savannah I found is kind of mixed.
I kind of like that. At least I'm going to do that voice for a Facebook fishing.
You're going to go there. Somebody's going to think you're making fun of them. You're going to get shot.
It doesn't sound authentic?
Savannah, the town where you die.
Yes. Jbird would be the first man assassinated by musket. Can't wait to see it.
KVJ Show is all over social media. Find us, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little bit earlier on the show, we were able to catch up with Marquis. Now, you probably heard last week Marquis' story. He and his girl Elizabeth, they had gotten the sad news that their baby is going to be born with spina bifida. Virginia caught wind of this last week at the Feast of Little Italy and said, it just broke my heart. And she wound up hearing about a procedure you could do, prenatal surgery, that could correct a lot of the problems from spina bifida. And that turned into a discussion about how much it costs and insurance and things like that. And it boiled down to you need $25,000. And there's a window on this because of the development of the fetus that it has to be done in a certain amount of time. You're like going, you've got about 5 days.
Yeah, basically that was it. It was like, okay, so you have a matter of hours to raise $25,000. But I mean, when you think about it, like in terms of the life-changing procedure it could be for this baby.
Oh yeah,
it's $25,000 seems like nothing compared to changing a life of being in a wheelchair, possibly.
Yeah, it was enough that if you have any kids and you're blessed to have kids that are completely healthy, and if you have kids that have their own special needs and interests, you understand just how that really takes over the family, and it's challenging. It really is. And it takes special people to be able to do that. And so if there was anything that we could do to try to help out, we said, let's just see what we can do. Let's make a run at it. And amazingly, by Friday, right before we closed things up, we were able to get that $25,000 that we needed. And it was really cool because earlier this morning, Virginia and I came in here to the studio. We had to come in early to talk to Marquise because they were going down. The procedure is happening today.
It's happening now.
Yes.
Like she had to be there for surgery at 6 a.m.
Yeah. So
that's so quick.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, they're right on it. So I mean, they're very excited. They're on their way to Miami to get it done, and we were able to talk to them and say, "Hey, what are your thoughts? What's going on here today, Marquise?"
Yeah, man, we actually headed down right now, man. I really appreciate you guys, man. Thank you so much, man. My family, I'm very grateful.
Oh, it's our pleasure.
Now, what has the doctor told you about, the difference that this procedure is going to make in your baby's life?
Well, he was basically saying that he still can't say that the baby's going to be 100% like normal, but what it will do, it definitely will give him a way better chance than not getting the surgery.
Sure.
Yeah.
Anything that you can do to lessen the symptoms is just every parent would be in the same situation as you, wanting to do everything they could.
Yeah. God got the last say-so in the matter, so
yeah,
it's plenty of people that the doctor said, hey, you never walk again, or hey, this will never happen, and look what happened.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just keeping faith and putting it in God's hand and going from there.
That's it. That's great. Well, hey, if you would, please keep us updated on how the procedure goes today, and just, we want to be there every step of the way and see what's going on. We got a lot of people now that have actually personally invested in this, so, whatever you can do to, give us some information. We'd love to hear it.
Man, once again, thank you guys. Thank all the listeners, everybody who donated, everybody who even cared. I'm just thankful for it.
How about that? It's changing lives right there.
It is. It's a beautiful thing, and we are so grateful for everybody that donated. You guys are awesome.
Oprah's got her list, so of course Gwyneth Paltrow has to have her list of favorite things. It's the ridiculous gift-giving guide on Goop. Like, she's got a bondage kit this year.
What?
How much do you pay? We'll check out Gwyneth Paltrow's page and see if you can guess how much everything costs coming up next. Restraining arts kit she has on here. It's bondage gear. It comes with wrist and ankle cuffs, restraining straps, and a leather-bound paddle. How much?
Gwyneth, what happened?
I know,
What's going
right?
on there?
Remember she had that Goop egg?
Yes.
That thing you're supposed to put in your naughty parts.
Maybe she's
for
a
some
little
reason.
side freak.
I don't understand about that egg thing. I don't get that.
I'll show you during commercial where it goes.
But do you do that just for the love of the game?
No, she was trying to tout that it was good for your hoo-ha to put this egg up there. And then all these gynecologists were like, hit the brakes. No, it's not.
Good for it? What, it gives it life?
No, I think it was like, she was trying to say it was good for the muscles of
Yes.
your wall.
Get out of here.
And then she was trying to say that it was good for like hygienically. I don't know. Nobody bought it.
And it's a great magic trick.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Kids at parties love it.
Kids can never find that egg. On the egg hunt, that's the hardest one to find.
It's tough. It's tough. Okay, so how much would you pay for the restraining arts kit, Virginia? Bondage gear. A whole package.
Gwyneth Paltrow's S&M kit. I'm going to go, show me $250.
All right. Jbird.
$1,400.
$1,400. Virginia's going to get it. You've overbid. $1,350. You're close.
Oh, come on. It's $50 away from that.
Do you think they tell that to
Nope, they don't. Price is Right rules, you're out.
Drew Carey?
Psychic rules, I'm better than her. I'm there. I'm $50.
Yeah, come on, Drew Carey. I'm only $50 over.
You saw the list. You just said you saw it.
I saw that one thing.
And then he still got it wrong.
He still got it wrong. And he's seen the list.
No, I did not. I just saw that one item.
Oh, whatever.
That's the only one he cared to see.
I swear.
Okay, Pinocchio.
I swear. I tell you the truth. I'm still losing.
And he's still losing.
I did not. That's the
It's a great point.
Only thing I saw on the list.
And he's still losing. Okay, Virginia gets the first point. Next item up here, we have gravity flight suit training. Wow, okay. It's kind of like an Iron Man, Tony Stark kind of thing that you do. You put on this crazy Iron Man looking suit, and apparently you can kind of fly around a little bit.
Oh.
Do you keep the suit or it's just a training?
It's training. It's a training session. Yes, and it starts at this amount. How much do you pay to get into a flight suit and get a training session? What do you think, Jbird?
$2,500.
Okay, Virginia, your guess.
It starts at $25.01.
You are such a jerk.
Virginia knows prices
Get
right.
out of here with this crap. What's the real price?
$6,450 for one training session.
Whoa, for one?
Yeah, for one training session. Yeah, that's how much you got to pay.
But if you've always wanted to fly and you're rich, that's pretty cool.
I
You
wanna-
put on the suit and you fly?
You know
Yeah.
the thing I want to do? Have you seen those water fly thingies? The
Yeah, the
jetpack?
jetpacks.
I want to do that so bad. That looks like a lot of fun.
It looks dangerous.
No, it's only
too.
dangerous if you fall into like a rock or a boat. If you fall into the water, you're good.
Okay, how about this? This is a private jet itinerary, and you get 16 days to hop around 6 Amman properties by private jet.
Oh.
Okay, it's per person. What is the going rate on this? On Goop's Ridiculous Gift Giving Guide 2019.
How many stops?
It is 16 days to hop around 6 Amman properties
Virginia's
by
trying to do,
private jet.
she's trying to do some kind of.
I know.
Okay, I got my guess.
How much per person? What do you think, Virginia?
I think it's $47,000 per person.
Okay.
Interesting guess.
All right, Jbird.
I believe, Kevin, it's $46,000. $46,999. $46,999.
46,999. Virginia, what was yours again? I got lost in his answer.
47,000.
Okay. All right. 47,000.
One of us is closer.
Yep. Virginia. Congratulations.
Way.
Yeah, you went the wrong way. on
I
it.
always do.
Yeah. Yes, it is 69,888 per person
Wow.
to hop on this jet, and it is quite an impressive looking jet too. You can see it on Kvj TV.
I wonder who else is going to be on it. I mean, talk about just like a power crew.
Yeah.
It's all kinds of people that had $70,000 to blow on a 16-day vacation.
It is kind of interesting.
That's pretty awesome.
I feel like you get some kind of seedy individual, though. That seems like a Jeffrey Epstein kind of trip. You know, doesn't it just seem like it?
There's money there, but there's also filth.
You'd be on board with some kind of, you wouldn't know it's an international sex trafficker. And you're like, what's that? Tell me about, what do you do? Yeah.
All right, so you got to bring a blade.
Yeah.
Just in case somebody gets squirrely.
Right.
You carry a blade all the time?
All the time.
I just saw a stat like 44% of people carry a blade.
When I'm in my car, I have 2.
Wow.
I keep one in the door of the car, and if anybody wants to get froggy, they're getting stabbed.
That's right. Don't play. All right, final item up for bid here in the Ridiculous Gift Giving Guide. This is a seat on a Virgin Galactic space flight.
Whoa.
A seat on a Virgin Galactic space flight. I think that's the one that kind of shoots you up into the orbit, and then you kind of like drift. So
Yes.
you're kind of technically in that, and then I believe they turn off the engines and then you come down a fiery crash.
Big money,
Fall
though.
to your death really fast.
Yes.
Big money.
How much you pay, Jbird? What do you think this is going to go for?
Don't look at me.
I'm
look at Kevin.
I'm sizing you up.
I'm a medium.
3
Sometimes I can be a large.
300
depending on the pants.
You're right.
309 100 thou.
What?
309 100.
You have to give an actual price, sir.
309
You have to say real numbers that make sense.
309,000.
309,000 is Jaybird's guess. What do you think, Virginia?
I'm going to go 310,000.
$310,000.
I got this one right.
Jaybird got one right. Technically, but he still overbid, so he really didn't get it. You're both
we've
actually
both been
disqualified.
eliminated.
Yeah, unfortunately. We were talking about this on Friday. I was like, I don't know. Do you have a desire to see a new Charlie's Angels movie? They had done one, about 15 years ago, I think. That had Drew Barrymore that was in it, and Demi Moore. I remember she was a part of it.
Lucy Liu, Cameron Diaz, Bill Murray, just to name a few.
Pretty big cast they had in that one. And this one was Kristen Stewart. Two other girls I don't know that well, and Naomi Scott was part of this one. And it felt a little unnecessary, too. It's like,
Haven't we been here before with big names like Cameron Diaz and Drew Barrymore and Lucy Liu?
You got to reboot it.
I was just curious why it got greenlit, because I'm like, it just talking it out doesn't sound optimistic.
It's because of they want more female roles where they're the lead and they're female.
I love it. I'm all for it.
That's why they did it.
I'm all for it, but let's do a different concept. That's
I'm
great.
completely with you.
Yeah, let's all for that. Just no, I don't know if anybody really felt like watching another Charlie's Angels movie.
Can we do Chuck's Devils?
If you're going to do it, though, you better do it better than the Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, that's it.
The
Yeah.
girls did, which was great.
Well, I guess they thought probably just with familiarity it would do well, and it did not. It finished in third, 8.6 million.
Ooh.
Yeah, it did not beat last week's number one, Midway, that fell to 8.8, and it didn't even come close to Christian Bale and Matt Damon. That Ford vs. Ferrari movie made 31 million. So, yeah, I think people kind of spoke, and they were just like, feels unnecessary. We're good.
We've seen this already.
Yeah,
with better, famouser actresses.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Nothing against Kristen Stewart, but I wouldn't put her as a Charlie's Angel.
She's the big. That's the heavy.
I wouldn't have casted her.
It just didn't. Yeah, just a lot of movies. Honestly, you can kind of talk them out and get halfway there and be like, yeah, it's just.
Well, it sounds low budget if she's your big star.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's all.
There you go. Question answered. It did not work. All right, more things to discuss on the After the Show podcast. We will get to that here live on YouTube in just about 15 minutes. You can dial in for that live. Just look for the KVJ show. Before we get to that, Jbird, your thought for the day?
Just something to think about. Sleeping bags are the soft tacos of the bear world.
Yes, they really are. They're so delicious. Yes. Very good point.
Looking for some KVJ merchandise and swag? Go to kvjshow.com and click KVJ Gear.